This question wants us to state the domain and range. So I'm going to zoom in and out for each question I do. So let's do A first. So let's zoom A in. So remember, the domain are all the x values, and the range is all the y values. So if I look at this graph, the x values, it starts here, and it goes to here, right? So it goes from here to here in the x, right? So this is -2, and this is +2. So x is less than or equal to +2, it's greater than or equal to -2. That's the domain, right? Okay. The range, do that in green, the range are y values. So the range goes from here down to here, right? So down to -3, and this is 2 up here, right? So the range is y. The biggest mistake you make is you use x. So y can go it's less than or equal to +2, and it's, oh, that's a bad less than or equal to. Let me change that. Less than or equal to +2, and down here on the bottom right here, it's at -3, so greater than or equal to -3. So there's the range. Okay, the next one, B. Let me clear this and move it up. So for B, same thing. The domain is the x. So if you look at this, the x value is always 2, right? So the domain, in this case, domain is x equals 2. The range, however, let's do green, is the y value. Look, it goes all the way up, all the way down, right? So the range is all real numbers. All real numbers, right? Because it goes on forever in both directions. Okay, so that's B. Let's make space, zoom up, C. Okay, here we go for C. Let's do domain first. So domain is x values. So it starts here. What's that? -2. And it goes all the way in this direction, right? So the domain, right, we have -2 on this end, and x is greater than or equal to -2. And on this side, however, it goes all the way on. So the way we write this is we just write x is greater than or equal to -2, and we're done, right? Domain, there's domain, right? The range for this one, let's look at the range. The range is y. Look, it's going up this way slowly, but it's going up forever, and it's going down this way forever. So the domain for this one, or sorry, the range for this one is all real numbers again, all real numbers. Right? Because no matter how slowly, this arrow is continually getting higher and higher, so it's going to eventually go forever, right? And this one, same way, it's going down. Okay, now D says which, if any, of the graph represents a function. So now let's zoom in, if I can. Where is my graph? Okay, oops, sorry about this. Let's go. Okay, so the zooming is not working very well. Here we go. So which ones represent a function? Remember, a function means for any x value, there's only one y value that comes out. We could also use the vertical line test. The vertical line test says if I can place a line anywhere on a graph, a vertical line anywhere on a graph and hit 2 points, it's not a function. So clearly this one, I place a vertical line right here. Maybe I should do that in a different color so it jumps out at you, right? Orange. I place a vertical line, it hits 2 points. It hits this point and this point on the graph. So this is not a function. C is no, right? B, for this one, if we look at it, if I place a vertical line right here, right? Oops, sorry, right here, clearly I hit more than 1 point. I hit every point, so this is not a function. And A, no matter where I put a vertical line, right, I only hit 1 point on the graph. So in this case, only A is a function, B and C are not functions, because if I put in a value of x, I get more than one value of y out.